should win, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them run away with it.
An interesting perspective. Thanks, Half. As the teams huddle, the two captains shake hands for the toss of the coin. Saturday night football is upon us. Good ruck work. Taranto needing support. The kick was centimetre perfect. Who's at home? Defence 101 there. McKenna. He doesn't waste many. Berry! Great hands there. The Tigers have denied them the corridor. Rayner, dangerous to leave on his own. This might be a chance for the High Flyers. Dunkley takes the responsibility, just needs to finish. Finish he does.
It doesn't matter who you are, it's always good to get an early one on the board.
The Lions picking up where they left off last week. Taranto, what can he manufacture? That's a strong mark.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked. It's amazing how often players miss them.
We know how good he is in these situations, but not this time.
Those are the kinds of opportunities you really need to take.
Back into play. Rayner on a lead. He might have thought about the corridor. Leaves it behind. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Short. They've put themselves under pressure. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Nankervis got his palm to it. Taranto, the midfield battle so important. Neal, he ran into a brick wall. Can he hit a target? Short, wins it back. Great mark. Doesn't often waste it. He's normally better than that. Searching kick. Danaher takes the mark and can extend the margin.
Kicking at his first.
Normally delivers. Grimes is like the Rock of Gibraltar. That's skillful. McInerney trying to bring the Crummers into play. Prestia can't get a clean kick away. Set sail for home, and he is delivered.
You turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
Both sides are cracking in hard at the present time. It's a great contest. Taranto competing fiercely. McInerney all alone in the centre square. Good thinking and good execution too. He's made a hot start to this match. Flostone making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Knew the tackle was coming. That is going very close.
It seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Away he goes. Broad with the footy. Honours the lead. A chance to clear now. Second effort needed. Dunkley in the centre square. Hipwood read it well and claims the mark.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Goes at goal, but I think that's going the wrong side of the stick. It's a behind.
A golden opportunity and he's blown it. You can see how annoyed he is with himself.
Short to bring it back in. Martin got to the right position and hung on. Bolter couldn't quite. Bolton picking their way through. Lynch! Too big, too strong, too good. Maybe he could have gone himself. Coleman marks on the last line of defence. The Lions have started well. Lester receives a neat pass at halfback. Cameron, great body work. Ignoring the corridor for now. Robertson. Clever kick. Dunkley. They're playing with purpose and poise. Flostone wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. And they're away. Dunkley takes an excellent grab. What's he got on offer? No one can mark, and they see it out. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
Football's a game of mistakes and both sides are making plenty. The key is where you make them and what the damage is.
Prestia somehow released the ball. He's not one to take a backward step. He's gone! Dunkley. This for 3 on the trot, and he steers it through.
He might just be in for a big day.
The Lions with the first 3, and they're all over them, to be honest. Dunkley out of the congestion. Danaher gives the handball away. Neal, it's a big kick. Is it big enough? That probably should have at least scored. Goes wide. Flostone can keep it moving. The Tigers not at their best so far. Nankervis. They'll contest in the centre square. Kazitsky. This deserves a goal. Can't take it. Martin. Got to get it on quickly. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Nankervis wins it down. Taranto needs that to come back.
Good teams need goal-kicking midfielders, and he's certainly one of those.
The Tigers have steadied. Here's a chance to get it forward. There goes the kick inside the 50. Bolton is the man on the spot and is marked. He hasn't kicked it very well. Can they catch them out on the turnover? That might attract a pack. Ross with the intercept mark. Centering ball. Cameron is there to save the day. He's got an option in the centre square. McInerney. That's good work rate. The Tigers guarding the corridor. Starcevic. Robertson can get it and go. The Lions playing like winners. Cameron can just about finish it himself. Flostone had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Can he find a teammate? McCarthy. He's been busy so far, and that's a letdown. Some indirect ball movement here. Rioli working hard and presenting well. The Tigers looking shaky early. Prestia into the middle with the kick. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. Robertson, Leicester. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Rioli, where would they be without him? Happy to be patient and wait for an opening. Prestia fumbles it. Spills out in the tackle.
That's got to be a free kick. Took them on, didn't dispose of it correctly.
The Lions are playing some great footy. Hipwood fighting hard. McCarthy, strong grab.
He'll expect to convert this.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Away he goes. Broad with the footy. Quality delivery by foot. That's not clever at all. He'll be dragged if he keeps doing that. McCarthy, they've worked it well.
To extend the margin beyond 3 goals.
He can smell a goal from a long way off, but his kick is astray.
He found some space but failed to make the most of it. He's not happy.
Back into play. Generosity is a wonderful quality, but not on a football field. McCluggage, Dunkley, he's going for home, and why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
3 goals straight, and he's certainly making the most of his opportunities.
The Lions have made a dominant start. Taranto leading from the front. Bolton, desperate defence. No way through there, and they'll reset. Nankervis wins it down. That's an ugly kick. It'll be lucky to score.
This will be coming back. It's out on the full.
Up and under. Not often you see a forward spoiling the ball, and we'll have a throw in.
Lots to analyse, Gaz. What stands out?
The Tigers look rattled. They'd do well to play a bit of possession footy here, slow the game down for the next little bit.
Dunkley can't afford to panic. Couldn't get a disposal. He's generally a good kick. Neal had his name written all over it. McInerney has found some space. Rioli picks off the pass. Can he be the fire starter? Turned over on centre wing. You can see their confidence growing. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. The Tigers have got out of jail. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Thumped away. McInerney crunching tackle. Kicks inside the forward 50. The Lions get away to a very good start. Lots to discuss as we hit the first change. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
It's a 4-kick game, which isn't a match-winning lead at this stage, but it actually feels like the difference between the sides was even greater than that in the first quarter. The inside 50 discrepancy is significant. If that doesn't turn around, this game could almost be settled by half-time.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, Flostone is there in defence. Keeps it low.
The umpire's pinned him for insufficient intent to make it effectively a 5-goal game.
Kicks laterally.
Blasts away, and that's out on the full.
The Tigers might be able to start something. Prestia gets to the front spot. Sees something he likes. Towards the boundary line. Rioli pushes into space and receives the footy. No one can mark. Martin only knows one way. Can he impose himself on the match? Good disciplined defence. Neil doesn't want to turn it over there. Gets his kick despite the heat. They could be vulnerable here. Crosses the paint. Bolton has got off the chain. Towards full forward. No wonder the forwards are frustrated. What a game he's having. He's normally better than that. It's a desperate tackle. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Nankervis looking for territory. Hopper, one behind. Coleman brings it back in. Bolter got a fist in. Ross gathers. Will he pump it deep? Just needs a good bounce. No one can mark. And out it goes.
What are your thoughts, Gaz?
The Tigers haven't had many avenues to goal. It might be worth sending a midfielder or even a defender forward to try to create a favourable matchup.
Neil sharks it. Goes long. Short. Had it and lost it. Cops some unwanted attention. They've given it back. That's a bit of a waste. Neil towards half forward with the kick. Danaher marks. Will he go the bomb? This is promising. Fletcher does the crumbing. He'll be sore in the morning. We're still waiting for the quarter's first goal. Nankervis wins it down. Neil, he's suddenly a popular man. Terrific forward pressure. Kicks to space. They're moving the footy quickly. Bolter, great hands there. Heads for the pocket. That's a strong mark.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
A contested mark and goal, exactly what the doctor ordered.
The Tigers haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. Nankervis got his palm to it. Hopper, Kazitsky looms large as usual. Into the pocket he goes. Lester gets there first. Does well under pressure. Robertson takes the logical option. McCluggage goes long to centre half forward. Rioli desperate to win it back. Just had to get it out. Not good footy there. The Lions should score here. McCarthy appreciates that delivery.
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
It's a high ball.
He wasn't under any pressure there. That's a bad mistake.
Can they get something going? Hipwood couldn't mark, so he brings it to ground. He's been dispossessed. Going at his first, and he's got it.
The Lions are getting reward for their dominance, though you could argue they should be even further in front.
So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. It's a hot footy. They'll need to be more careful than that. Dunkley, that's a bruising tackle. Wilmot, Ross read it well on centre wing and can pump them back into attack. Martin at half forward. They're a big chance here. McInerney tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Good thinking and good execution too. Bit of a nothing kick. His field kicking is normally first rate. McCluggage in the clear on centre wing. Towards the goal mouth. Cameron, not a lot of space to work with. No easy exit. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Who can get the clearance? Neil. It's there!
I think this margin is more or less reflective of the difference in class between these sides so far today.
The Tigers are in danger of being run over. He just keeps racking up disposals. Looking to pull one back, and that's exactly what he's done. Well played.
They've looked to the likely source to provide a spark, and he's done just that.
2 goals each for the quarter. Nankervis gets his hand to it. Hopper, Bolter has marked in front of goal. Goes Goldwood, and he's off target. Away he goes. Coleman heads wide with the kick in. What can they generate? Martin wins it back. Great mark. Looking for 2 in a row. Ross has worked hard to present. They desperately need this. No one can mark.
Rushed over, and now they can reset.
Coleman tasked with the kick in. No one can mark. Starcevic, solid tackle. McCluggage, he's run into trouble. Cameron heads towards the half-forward flank. Unable to get it inside 50. The Tigers might need plan B soon. McInerney read it well. Cameron, Flostone takes an excellent grab. Careful ball movement. Ross can keep it moving. Goes laterally. The kick was centimetre perfect. Bolton. Another goal and they'll believe. McCluggage intercepts on centre wing. The Lions are bringing great energy. McCarthy heads towards half forward. It's come unstuck. Good looking kick. Martin. That one was always his. Probing ball. Bolter with a chance to run. They've worked it well. How's the entry? Martin is always dangerous inside 50. Bolton. The umpire says he had no prior. Nankervis with the tap. They sorely need a goal, and he delivers.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Tigers will not go away. Neil is there in the clinches. Short. Where would they be without him? They'll bide their time. Broad. Suddenly, there's some belief about them. The Lions have won it back. Neil. Rayner loves the hard stuff. Throws it on the boot. Well, I suppose if you're going to turn it over, that's not the worst place. Goes wide with the kick. The Tigers having a great patch. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning.
Already got one today.
He's kicked it high.
That's a shank.
It's a poor kick. McInerney, an unexpected opportunity here.
This would give him a shot of confidence.
Kicking for his first. Nankervis affects the turnover. The Tigers under great pressure. He's everywhere at the moment. Prestia read it well and claims the mark. That could come back to bite. No wonder coaches go grey. Well, that's not like him. McInerney gathers. Kazitsky intercepts the hand pass. McKenna showing why he's such a good defender. Kicks to half forward. They've given it up. The Lions have had slightly the better of it so far, but there's just 2 straight kicks in it at the long break. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Lions are playing with great confidence at the moment, and their belief is growing. They're moving the ball well, and their defence has held up well under pressure. If they get the first couple of goals of the second half, look out.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. The two big men do battle. Taranto onto it. Bolton drops into the hole and marks. Kicks it goal, and it's there. Here they come.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
Neither side giving an inch. What a contest we're seeing. Nankervis wins it out of the centre. Taranto, he's plucked it and should have a shot. He's already got one. Now he's got two.
Marks inside 50 and work their way to goal when you go back and convert the goal.
Scores level. This is absorbing. Nankervis wins the tap. Taranto. Bolter has a way of drawing the footy. It's there!
It's not for nothing the third quarter is known as the Premiership quarter.
The Tigers having a good third term. Nankervis smashes it out of there. Inside 50 with the kick. Bolter is so strong one-on-one. This will be another one. Oh, they can do no wrong.
That's just what you want from your key forward. A big marking goal with the game in the balance.
The Tigers have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. The Lions are really under the pump here. Desperate defence. Prestia, one behind. McKenna heads wide with the kick in. Quality delivery by foot. I've liked his game today. Nankervis clears the area. Robertson. Bailey has a vice-like grip. Useful hand pass. He's hit up the lead. Inside 50 with the kick. This is good ball movement.
These half chances can often be the difference.
Looking to get it down there quickly. Grimes with a terrific mark deep in defence. The Tigers are red hot at the moment. Flostone pushes into space and receives the footy. Good work rate. Sees something he likes. Bolter. He's stopped in his tracks. Martin under pressure. Payne gets back and should repel. Can they keep the footy this time? Robertson gets to the front spot. The aerialists will battle for this ball. They're breaking down across half forward. Who was he aiming for? No one can mark. McInerney gives it everything. Flostone wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. That's good vision. Rioli, dangerous to leave on his own. Bolton gathers on the half volley. He's suddenly a popular man. I don't think he meant to smother it. Robertson gathers. Rioli. Hurried kick goes very wide. Starcevic runs onto it.
Tigers are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a bit more breathing space here.
Nankervis had his measure today. Bailey, he's got under that one. Gibcus with the big fist. Robertson, there goes the kick inside the 50. Berry, he put himself in the line of fire. It's a tough game. Danaher, it's a goal.
Leave him alone at your peril. Great finish.
The Tigers by 7 points. Nankervis has been dominant in the ruck. Prestia met solidly. The defenders will be nervous. Payne is a rock in defence. Brings it out wide. Lester with a chance to relieve the pressure. Good kick. Ross reads the ball so well. Hopper on a lead. Looking to extend this margin. McCluggage is calm in a crisis. Bailey. The coach will start pulling out hair in a minute. No one can mark. Payne. Can he mop up? Starcevic thought his way through it. Robertson has found some space. Dishes it off. I think he called for that. It's amounted to nothing. Blasts away. Flostone cuts them off at halfback. Taranto seizes the moment. Good tackle. Prestia, they're building something dangerous here. It looks a well-oiled forward line. Bolter has 2 today. Make it 3.
They've got 5 for the quarter now, and there's time for more too.
The Tigers are keeping them at arm's length. Nankervis is giving him a bath. How will the umpire see this? Martin in the right spot. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Nankervis palms it down. Taranto. Starcevic runs onto it. Neither side able to clear the footy. Nankervis showing his skills. McCluggage needs a good decision. Bailey. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Dunkley. McInerney. Delivers to centre half forward. The Lions moving the ball well. McCluggage has it within range.
His goal was so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
It'll take his best. Not looking likely. The behind.
Always unlikely from there, but he is capable.
Away he goes. Short to bring it in. Out wide with the kick. Gibcus. Who will stand under that? McInerney didn't need to be asked twice. He's wrapped up. Neal. Gibcus wins it back. Great mark. Andrews gets to it first. Hand pass cut off. Bolter running in support. He hasn't struck that well at all. Bolton!
To really stamp some authority on this match.
Two in a row, he gets it, and he does.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Tigers with a bit of breathing space now. Nankervis, the winner there. That's poor play. They cannot keep him quiet. Dunkley, terrific tackle. Rayner, he's set upon. It's a goal!
On the board with his first, that'll boost his confidence.
If they can get the next one, it'll be on. Good ruck work. Taranto. Is anyone home? That's a strong mark. For a 3-goal game, it's there. They've pinched a break.
He's really set them alight in that forward line, playing that small forward role beautifully.
The Tigers showing why they were well back to win this match. Rucks go at it. Taranto has brought his own ball. McCluggage. McInerney. What can he do with it? He's so clean with the footy. They must tidy up their kicking. Rioli. They can smell victory. No one can mark. Payne. That's a bruising tackle. Great tackling technique there. Nankervis wins it down. Taranto goes very wide. Starcevic heads them off at the pass. The Lions have got out of jail. That'll go close to the line. McCluggage, that sloppy play. He ran into a brick wall. Ross runs onto it. They're huffing and puffing. Punched away. Kazitsky will take some stopping. This for 2 in a row. He's got it, and they've pinched a break.
Whatever was said at half-time, it's worked. They're all over them.
The Tigers will be hard to stop now. Nankervis slaps it out. Taranto can send them into attack. Kicking for his first. Lynch just it superbly, but this will be a tough shot.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely looking kick. He's drilled it.
2 scoring shots, 2 goals. He'll be happy with that.
The Tigers are playing supreme footy at the moment. Can they keep it going? They're hungry for more. Kazitsky wins a hard ball. Martin. The Tigers have turned a half-time deficit into what should be a match-winning lead. They went up a gear in that quarter. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Lions have the job ahead of them. They're going to need to get on top in clearances and contested ball if they're to have any chance. There's not much to suggest they can pinch this, but football throws up some strange things sometimes.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Nankervis looking for territory. Hopper. A rare turnover and welcome respite. Not a lot of positives today. Wilmot. It's a high kick. A real rainmaker. Broad takes an excellent grab. They've got winners all over the park. They've opened them up here. The Tigers can smell blood. Outbodies his opponent and took a ripper. Another forward 50 entry. McInerney should be in the votes today. Bailey, this is promising. Just trying to get it forward under pressure. Short, saw that coming. No easy exit. Not sure who the target was. McCarthy drops into the hole and marks.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
The Lions with a much-needed goal. Hopper kicks inside the forward 50. That's well played. He's on song today, but he's missed this one. McKenna goes towards half-back. Who's front and centre? Martin, an ever-present threat.
Gary, what have you noticed down at ground level?
The Lions just aren't getting the ball inside their forward 50 enough. Maybe it's time to send one of the small forwards into the midfield.
Prestia
A good tackle there, forced him into the mistake.
plays the percentages. Danaher uses the non-preferred. Rayner working hard and presenting well. Just has to hit a target. Some of the delivery has left a bit to be desired. Didn't like the setup forward of the ball. Grimes pushes into space and receives the footy. The Tigers have winners everywhere. He might have thought about the corridor. Hopper wins the contest hands down. The Lions are chasing tail.
That's what they call a good old-fashioned clanger.
Penetrating ball. Rayner has found some space. Bailey. That won't make the distance. Leaves it behind. Hipwood. The Lions haven't thrown the towel in. Danaher runs in and bangs it home.
Their efficiency in front of the sticks has arguably kept them in this game.
The scoreboard suddenly looks more manageable. Punch clear. Neal kicks inside the forward 50. No wonder the forwards are frustrated. Hopper, solid tackle. Prestia felt the pressure there. Poor footy there. Searching kick. Broad is like the Rock of Gibraltar. Takes the safe option. Taranto works hard to present. Doesn't often waste it. Flostone normally delivers. Hopper, so influential today. Prestia, the Tigers looking ominous. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Bailey, it's a tough game. You can't question his commitment. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Rioli, where would they be without him? He's completely shanked it.
Bad kicking there, out on the full.
The Lions finishing strongly. The kick lets them down. Moving the footy laterally. Quality delivery by foot. That's not 15. Boot to ball just in time. McCluggage intercepts on centre wing. The Lions look to be coming home strong. Defence 101 there. Taranto. Can he hit a target? McCarthy within range. Can make them pay.
If they're to have any hope, this simply must be a goal.
Recognising the urgency.
Not much going right for them at the moment.
Ross! Great hands there. Hipwood read that well. Open goal square. Which way will it bounce? Clean pickup. It's there!
All of a sudden, we've got a pretty important centre clearance coming up.
The Lions have closed to within 3 kicks. Bailey. The Tigers are under siege. Flostone couldn't quite. Danaher. He's missed it.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately, the finish let them down.
Broad brings it back in. McIntosh has found some space. He's had little impact so far. The Tigers are out of trouble and they're away. Rayner lays it off. Neal can run with the footy. Danaher had his name written all over.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
This'll be a goal. Through it goes. And there's a kick the difference.
Showing exactly why they want the ball in his hands.
The Tigers really need to respond now. Neal. They need a mark. Second effort needed. Zorko to tie the scores. We have a 50-50 game.
He's a terrific asset with his pace and skills, and that was another example.
Back on terms again. The big men fly. Neal. The kick is a poor one. What's he got on offer? McInerney spoils. Cameron. He doesn't waste many. McCluggage working hard and being rewarded. Neal. The Lions are finishing with a wet sail. Gibcus showing why he's such a good defender. A chance to clear now. The kick was centimetre perfect. Can't take it. Short. That's an aggressive handball. Hopper. The Lions have denied them the corridor. Honours the lead. That might attract a pack. Leicester spoils.
Danger averted. Frantic defence.
Back into play. The kick is precise. The Lions have been gallant. Good thinking and good execution too. That's skillful. Turned over in centre wing. He's got an option in the centre square. McInerney went bang. Hopper, he's run into trouble. Bolter, it's a hot footy. Burns off the tackle. Well played. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Clever kick. Danaher takes a beauty. Can he find a teammate? This is good ball movement. McCarthy, Rayner, kicking for his first. Luck's of fortune. It'll be a goal anyway.
His nerves will be jangling. It's a big moment.
He struck it well. It'll go close.
It's almost a shock that they've missed one. They've been so efficient.
Away he goes. Broad to bring it back in. Hopper fumbles it. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Martin. Great play. Nankervis. That's a big play.
The Tigers with a late chance.
He's off. We know how good he is in these situations, but not this time.
He'll be disappointed. That was one he would have expected to convert.
They need to go coast to coast. He's hit up the lead. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. Ignoring the corridor for now. No one can mark. Cameron needs to be quick. McCarthy takes the hand pass. Danaher! Can you believe it? Oh, that's incredible.
Lots of pressure on him here. Can he rise to the occasion?
Key contest coming up. Hipwood. It's there!
The Tigers are all at sea trying to defend them. They're scoring almost at will.
There'll be a sad loser today. What a game. Hopper. Kaczynski can go back and put them in front. To give them the lead. He's done it.
That's a desperately needed goal to break a run of 6 in a row for their opponents.
Neither side deserves to lose. This has been a titanic struggle. Important clearance here. Neal, McCluggage, terrific tackle. Wilmot, Fletcher, he can go back and potentially win them the match. Siren, agony for one team, ecstasy for the other. What a game of football. It was always likely to go down to the wire. On behalf of Daniel Hartford, Gary Lyon and myself, Anthony Hudson, we hope you've enjoyed this match and we look forward to your company again soon.